They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, Squirrel Squad? It is your boy, the Squirrel. Today I'm looking at a little Pete and Dud, little Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. I think I've done one or two small pieces from Dudley Moore as I started this channel. I think I talked about this before, how I only ever knew Dudley Moore growing up as the guy from the movie Arthur, where I think he was like a severe alcoholic in the movie, and Liza Minnelli, I think, was in it with him. I don't know. Arthur and Arthur 2, I know we had him on VHS because my parents rented everything and then recorded it with 2 VCRs. Anyway, good old Arthur. But I know Dudley Moore was a great actor and comedian. So let's look at some Peter Cook and Dudley Moore as the title of the video is Pete and Dud. It's Jesus. Here we go. Let's get into this. I'm anxious to see if they meet Jesus, or it's got to be good, right? No, what can go wrong? Here we go. Ooh.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
I believe you are Mr. Arthur Shepherd.
Yeah, that's correct. Shepherd by name, Shepherd by nature.
Can I introduce myself? My name is Matthew. You may have heard of me and my colleagues Mark, Luke and John.
Oh, yeah, I know you lot, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are doing an in-depth profile of Jesus, or the Messiah, as you may know him.
Yeah, I know him as Jesus.
Oh, that's right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What paper do you work on?
The Bethlehem Star.
Oh, the Bethlehem Star.
Yeah.
The wife and I take that, actually.
Oh, really?
Don't think much of your racing correspondent. I had 3 shekels on that camel in the 3:15 at Galilee. It's still bloody running.
I think one of his humps had been nobbled.
Yeah, or something wrong. Perhaps it doesn't like soft sand. I don't know. But, 3 shekels down the drain. You know, it's a lot for a working shepherd.
Oh, sure. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, Arthur. I believe you were in on the very first moments surrounding the birth of the Holy Child.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I wonder if you could possibly tell me what happened in your own words.
In my own words?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically, what happened, Matthew, was that me and the lads were abiding in the fields.
Abiding in the fields, yes.
Yeah, mind you, I can't abide these fields, you know. Well, they are unabidable fields. I mean, look around you. They are unabidable. These are about the most unabidable fields I've ever had to abide in.
Yes, I must abide by that, I think.
Yeah. But we were... It's not so funny when you have to abide in them.
No, agreed.
We were abiding in the fields,
yeah,
watching our flocks by night.
Watching our flocks by night, yes.
Because that's when you have to watch them at night, because that's when they get up to all their rubbish, you know.
Yeah.
Hot summer nights, the rams go mad, you know. Especially that one over there, he's a dirty little bugger. Stop it! Cut it out! Doing it in broad daylight in front of you. A holy man. Oh, dear. Stop that!
Well, it's only human, isn't it? Anyway,
Oh, human.
you were abiding in the fields, watching your flocks by night.
That's right.
And then what happened?
Well, much to our surprise, the angel of the Lord come down.
Oh, that must have been a fantastic experience.
Well, it made a bit of a break, you know. A bit of a change from just abiding in the fields, like.
How did you know it was the angel of the Lord?
Well, I'll tell you what the giveaway was, Matthew. It was the ethereal glow that he was emanating.
Ah.
He was emanating this ethereal glow.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw him emanating this ethereal glow, I said, hello, that's Angel of the Lord there.
Halo?
Halo, certainly. Halo and goodbye, we said afterwards. You know, he wasn't there for long. As soon as he gave his little message, he was off like a bat out of hell. Straight up in the sky, he went and vanished, the clouds parted, and that's the last I saw of him.
Yeah. Wings?
Oh, lovely pair of wings, Matthew.
Yeah.
All gossamer, shimmering in the starlight.
Yeah.
It was a lovely sight.
Must have been a wonderful
Wonderful
experience.
sight, yeah.
What did he say to you, Arthur?
Well, he sort of, he picked me out, like, from the other lads.
Yeah.
And he said, unto ye a child is born.
Right.
Unto ye a son is given.
Yeah. What was your reaction?
Total shock. You know, I wasn't even married at the time. I thought to myself, blimey, what was I doing this time last year, you know? Could it be that little bird I met down the Shepherd's Delight?
Yeah.
You know, often it down there for a pint of goat's foam, you know.
Now, Arthur, think back and tell me, what was the atmosphere like in the stable on this tense, historic night?
The atmosphere in the stable, Matthew, was very, very smelly. all these cows and goats and sheep about, and they weren't being careful about, it being a special occasion or anything. It was just like normal.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting sideline.
You can understand that.
Well, now, was the Holy Ghost there?
Hard to say. He's an elusive creature, the Holy Ghost, isn't he? He flips in and out of windows, you can scarcely see him.
Yeah.
Mind you, I think he ought to have been there, in his capacity as kind of, Godfather.
Yeah.
But I couldn't say I saw him, because I didn't say
Godfather.
I couldn't see him.
No. I suppose even if he wasn't there, he was probably there in spirit.
Yeah, certainly.
Anyway, I'll gather that later on in the evening, the 3 wise men came by. Is that so?
3 wise men arrived, three bloody idiots if ever I saw them. In they come bearing gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh.
Oh, yeah?
Well, gold, fair enough. A little nugget of gold always comes in handy, doesn't it? Yeah, always doing a bit of gold.
Oh, yeah.
But what is a little kid going to do with frankincense and myrrh? I ask you. I mean, myrrh's the stuff what puffs put behind their ear, isn't it? But Jesus, give him all credit, he was so polite about it.
Yeah.
He sat up in the manger, adjusted his swaddling and said, "Thank you, gentlemen, for the lovely prezzies. I hope you have a nice trip back," Delightful little kid, he really was.
What a laugh. What a little
Delightful.
laugh. Yeah, very precocious, of course.
Well, speaking in half an hour old, it's pretty good going.
Mind you, not long after that, he was confounding the elders,
Was he confounding the elders?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they can't stand that, the elders being confounded, can they?
It's the one thing they can't stand is being
confounded, yeah.
He was confounding them left, right and centre, with his tremendous knowledge. He had this fantastic knowledge of algebra, trigonometry, philosophy, billiards, tap dancing.
I always thought that carpentry was his main line of business.
Well, no, Jesus, as a conventional carpenter, wasn't much cop. It was his little brother, Jimmy Christ, who did all the joinery.
You had a brother?
Yeah, little Jimmy Christ.
Jimmy Christ? I never heard of Jimmy Christ.
You never heard of Jimmy Christ?
Never heard of Jesus, yes, but I never heard of Jimmy Christ.
Oh,
no.
lovely boy, Jimmy Christ. Yeah, lovely. Very shy, he shunned publicity.
Yeah.
In fact, he used to say to Jesus, he said, "You save the world, I'll take care of the built-in cupboards."
Well, it's a fair division of labour, I suppose,
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah, he knew his place. you know. Yeah.
Never heard of it. Jimmy the Joiner.
Yeah, that's it.
Never ever heard of him. I'll tell you one thing I always felt very sorry for Jesus about.
Yeah?
That was having his birthday on Christmas Day. So he only got one lot of presents like it.
Yeah. Shame that, really, wasn't it?
Did he have any other problems of any kind,
Well, not that he ever discussed with us, He was a very well-balanced sort of bloke, I think, if anything, he had a bit of a father complex,
Yeah.
A bit overawed by his dad.
Yeah, well, you can understand this, can't you, Matthew? Because it was his old man what done the universe, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
A bit hard to follow that, isn't it?
Top that, mate.
Top that, yeah. Did Jesus ever explain why his father created all those horrible things? Those nasty things like flies and fleas and stinging spiders, snakes and alligators, bubonic plague. I never saw much use for them. It don't seem to do anybody any good.
Yeah, but be fair, it was his first universe. He'd done it all in 7 days.
Yeah, a bit of a rush job.
He must have been hurtling about the place.
Yeah, 7 days for a
7
universe.
days.
Good going, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, marvellous. And you say flies and fleas,
Yeah.
Arthur. But be fair, think of all the successes. Birds and bees, Persian cats,
Yeah.
geraniums,
Yeah.
budgerigars,
Yeah.
lovely, cuddly things like that.
Yeah, a lot of
Eh?
nice things about when you come to think of it, yeah.
Yeah, I
Mustn't
think
be
you
on
done-
the gloomy side, must it?
No. Anyway, thank you very much indeed, Arthur, for all your cooperation.
Not at all, been delighted,
Been really nice talking to you. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll send you a copy of the article when I've finished it.
Oh, that'd be great, because, you get a bit bored up here just abiding in the fields with your flocks,
Of course, you must do, yeah. We're calling it the Gospels, actually.
Oh, it's a good title, that.
I think it's
the Gospel's good title.
Nice and catchy,
Yeah.
I think, in fact, it'll be a better seller than the Old Testament.
Yeah. I think you've got all the ingredients there, haven't you? From what you've told me, it's an unbelievable story.
Oh, yeah. It's
Incredible.
lovely. Yeah. Well, it's got all the stuff in it, isn't it? I mean, adventure, romance, tragedy, happy ending,
Yeah.
it's lovely.
Got the lot.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, I've got to go off and try and get an interview with Pontius Pilate, but I don't know if I will. He's always in the bathroom washing his hands.
That was it. Ended right there. That was the very end of the thing. So, that was that was so funny. I really enjoyed that a lot. That was great. They tied in so much great historical stuff into there, and made it, kind of lighthearted and funny as heck. Jesus had a brother named Jimmy Christ. He's a joiner. Yeah. But these guys are great. They're really funny. I give them both a lot of credit. There was a lot of great lines in there, and they both did a really. I mean, there was a lot of edits too, so that could be why. But both did a great job keeping a straight face, keeping in character, staying what they're supposed to be doing, and that was a lot of fun. I hope you got a couple good laughs out of that. I'm so glad that this was on my YouTube suggested to watch list, and I was like, ooh, taking this guy, and it's because I had looked up some other Pete and Dud stuff, so I do have other things saved. This one just happened to pop up in the aftermath. Someone recently, raise your hand, say hi, suggested, hey man, you really need to start looking at some Pete and Dud stuff. I know you did like 1 or 2 pieces, but you really need to get into this. And someone just commented that recently on one of my videos, so that's why we're here. And I just can't remember who said it, but they had suggested a couple things. I believe I had a bunch of them saved, and then now YouTube's recommending to me. This one came up today. I was like, oh well, Jesus, okay. I mean, it's Sunday, so why not, right? Why not? Hey, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed a little Pete and Dud. We'll see how the YouTube algorithm treats us. We'll see how you treat us. We'll see how Pete and Dud treat us. We'll see how Jesus treats us. We'll see how Squirrel treats us. I think that's everybody. All right, I gotta go. Be good. Scroll out.